Hey folks, John Becker here, former state representative from Claremont County and Union Township, Trustee-Elect, bringing to you the November issue of the Becker Report. First off, I want to wish everybody an early Merry Christmas, and I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving as well. So my contact information is at the end of this video, and there's also attached to this video is a 9-minute segment that I will talk about momentarily. But first off, I want to talk about a victory that occurred in the 12th District Court of Appeals that had to do with sanctions that the county prosecutor attempted to go after me with. I think it was $7,234 is a number that comes to mind. And that was when I went after Mike DeWine, first off with impeachment resolution that didn't go anywhere in the State House, but at least I tried. And then a private citizen affidavit, which alleges criminal offenses. So, and that wasn't successful either. So, but to punish me for trying, the county prosecutor went after me for damages, if you will. It was just a civil action. I wasn't charged with anything. There was nothing criminal alleged. But anyway, they tried their best, and my attorney and I, again, Nick Owens, we prevailed. So that was a great day. That was a big win. So also, I want to talk about Ken Geis. He is the township administrator for Union Township. He's a man I've had a great deal of admiration and respect for many years, and he has announced his retirement effective the end of the year. So I'm disappointed that he's moving on, but I respect his decision. I wish him well. And if anybody's looking for a job as a township administrator, give me a call. We need to talk. Hey, the other thing, the trustee race. So that was a big win. I came in second place in a pick 2. That means I'm a winner. And Joe Dills was the first place winner. And I say congratulations to Joe. He won handily by a huge margin. He worked it hard and he earned it. So the last part of this video is simply 9 minutes of a trustees meeting. I want to say it was November the 18th. And I addressed the trustees, and what it was is, after a campaign, things can be ugly, and this campaign was no exception. That's just the natural course of events. It doesn't happen in every campaign, but it is common. And I think many of us, there's 5 of us, tried to keep it civil, and for the most part, we did. But there's always exceptions. So anyway, I just wanted to do some nice things and just tell all of the members of the leadership team of Union Township what I thought of them. And it was all very positive stuff. And did it live on camera at the trustees meeting. So that segment is also attached to that. And I want to say goodbye for now and watch that 9-minute segment following. And I'll be back sometime next month with another update. So again, this is John Becker, and y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.
So I'm going to open the floor now for public comments. Is there anybody here tonight who would like to speak? We just ask that you give your name and address for the record. We have Mr. Becker, Trustee-Elect.
I'm John Becker, former state representative and trustee-elect. I live at 925 Locust Lane. That's back in the Rumpke Road subdivision. The hour is late, so I'm going to read more from notes than I had planned, so I'll be rambling less and hopefully get through this a little bit faster. But I want to address each and every one of you individually and frankly just tell you all what I think of you, and it's all good stuff. I'm going to start with you, Mr. McGraw. You and I had some disagreements on some policy issues. That's all behind us now. But that doesn't change the fact that I think you've been a great trustee. I mean, you've really raised the bar on being a trustee. I've never seen any trustee in the past work as hard as you have and put as many hours into Union Township as you have done, and how you have raised a family. You work a full-time job. Well, you're a great retail campaigner going door to door, and all the energy and effort you put into Union Township. How you do all that without wearing a cape? I just find amazing. I just want to thank you, sir, for your service, and I wish you well going forward. Bob Mcgee.
Yes, sir.
I don't have enough great things to say about you. I mean, everybody likes Bob Mcgee, or how anybody can't like Bob Mcgee
Not enough.
is just a mystery.
You've always been solid gold, salt of the earth. Many think of you as a saint, and I'm in that category as well. You and I go back to, I think, 1993. We had applied to be appointed to a position of trustee when Andy Moran resigned. And Mary Walker ultimately got that appointment. And I still have, I showed you this once, a newspaper clipping of that. And there's another name on here you might recognize. Ronald Bruce Campbell was one of the applicants at that time. So, Mr. McGee, and the other thing, you might not remember this was 2008, Hurricane Ike. Hurricane Ike blew through Ohio. My street had no power for 8 days. 8 days, no power. And I made arrangements with Bob Mcgee to allow my family to use the Civic Center so we could shower at night. So our routine for 8 days, we'd go out for dinner and go to the Civic Center for showers and drive home in our pajamas. And I really thank Bob Mcgee for making that possible for us. And in tonight's discussion, and I didn't even think about this until this evening, when the subject came up about the trash collection, I remember you and I had that discussion on Locust Lane and with the with trash collection, you got that taken care of to change those hours. So you've certainly done a lot for my family personally, and I appreciate that. And Bob, if there's anything you ever need from me, 24/7, you call me, I'll be there for you. I love you, man. I really do. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your kind words, John.
Mr. Loeb, I don't know you as well as the other two trustees. You're certainly an honorable man. You are an officer and a gentleman, non-commissioned officer, I think, to be technically true. You're a war hero. I am very much looking forward to serving underneath your leadership beginning in January. And I know you'd be a straight shooter, and looking forward to working with you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Trustee-Elect Becker, and congratulations.
Ron Campbell, you and I go back a long time as well. When I see you, I think of a man as, with honor and integrity. You pay all the bills here, keep the lights on, and appreciate the service you have been doing for Union Township, and I'm going to look forward to working with you beginning in January as well. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Brings me to Ken Geis. Ken, how many times have I said, if it weren't for Ken Geis, Union Township would look like Detroit? And I've meant it every time I've said it. And earlier, Chairman McGraw went down a laundry list of many of your accomplishments. And so I won't need to repeat or try to repeat any of that. I've certainly appreciated the great work you've done for Union Township. And, if I had it my way, you would not be retiring, because I was very much looking forward to working with you beginning in January. But it is what it is. I respect your decision. And, I certainly wish you well. And many have claimed over the years, Ken, that you walk on water. And oftentimes I've believed it. So, as I look up here at this group, there's a man who walks on water, there's a man who wears a cape, there's a man who's a war hero, a patriot, a man who's practically a saint, honor and integrity, a pretty good group up here. And I'm certainly looking forward to working with the remaining ones beginning in January. I think all we need now is an angel from heaven, which brings me to Stan Diamond. Stan, it was 25 years ago. Medical emergency at my house. I was downtown working late at the office, I typically would do back then. And EMS was called to my house, and by the time I got home, Chief Stan Dimling was on the scene like an angel from heaven. My wife had a medical emergency, and EMS was taking care of her and taking care of my baby. She was 3 months old at the time. And I just really appreciate you being there. And everything went well. Kidney stones. And everything is fine. So thank you for your service, and looking forward to working with you as well. Scott Caviglia, you and I worked together on a gun case. There was a tragic case about a suicide. I think it was a former Marine, honorable man, had Alzheimer's, I believe, and he took his own life. It's very, very sad, very, very tragic. Where you and I got involved in this was the widow wanted the gun returned. There's some ambiguity in state law, how to get that done. You and I worked together with the county prosecutor, got the gun returned to the family. I later got some legislation done in Columbus to correct some things in the high revised code that those issues wouldn't occur again. So I really do appreciate working with you on that issue, and I've always known you to be, hell of a great guy, a nice guy to work with, and looking forward to working with you as well, beginning in January. All right, thank you for your service. Corey Wright. Corey, I think it was, 15 years ago, where I was building a garage, and, I worked with you in your office on jumping through some hoops. I mean, I had to go through a replat. I had to purchase land from a neighbor. There was zone, I had to get a surveyor out there. Things I had to do through the county. There was a lot of hoops to jump through, and going through BZA with two different zoning appeals, both of which were approved. All of it came together as planned, and wouldn't have been possible without your assistance. And since then, I've learned to have a new appreciation for you after reading the 202-page zoning book. It's like, how do you keep track of all these things and nuances? So I really respect your knowledge, your wealth of experience. I'm very pleased that you're going to be acting administrator beginning the first of the year. And I'm looking forward to working with you as well, sir. Which then finally, last but not least, Matt Taylor. Potholes, parks, and plots, cemetery plots. Well, at least a couple of those I've worked with you in the past, or worked with your office. I helped a family member, or a family, bury one of my best friends. That was Bill Jenny, some number of years ago. And I worked with your office on that and getting things set up down at the cemetery. Also, in the past, and even it wasn't even all that long ago, I have found that whenever I'd reach out to the service department, things would happen quickly. It was, I don't know, a couple of months ago, I think. I was hitting some big potholes on my street. Called the service. I just left a message for the service department. It was, I don't know, maybe 10 days later. It wasn't only my street, but the whole area around me. Potholes were filled all over the place. So I really appreciate what you've been doing for Union Township, and looking forward to working with you as well. All of you a great group of people. And that concludes my remarks. Are there any questions for me?
No, just thank you for all your remarks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen. Good night.
Thank you, and
Have a nice
congratulations.
Thanksgiving.